Blog Talk Radio. Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's me, your favorite little kitty cat, Sassy Cat, or Cat for short. I am here on the J. Ray Radio Show, hosted by the one, the only Justin Harvey himself. I want to say thanks, Justin, for having me on your show, and I know it's going to be a memorable experience. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to the J. Ray Radio Show, and I hope you continue to do so. Later, Miss People.
Yes, and we are live. That was the one and only Sassy Cat. But you know something? That intro just does not do her justice. So without further ado, before I bring my guest on, this actually should be her intro. So let's see if I can play it here.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Hey, Kat.
Hey, Justin. Hello.
How are you, sweetheart?
I am fine. How are you?
I am doing good.
Well, that's good. It's a pleasure to be on your show, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, it feels weird being on the other side of things.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, so, for those that don't know, me and you have a long history together online, even through Snapline, and we used to blog together and things. And Sassy Cat had her own radio show. Well, she still does, and she's doing quite well with it. And I decided, what the hell, I'm gonna start up a radio show of my own. So.
And here we are.
So yeah. So, but yeah, Kat, it's an honor to have you on the show, and you know, I gotta say real quick, Kat, a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people, but there are certain people that have been slandering me lately and really put me down lately, and, you know, that's very unprofessional. And they've been calling me trolls and everything else. And also, one of them even said that I'm not in a wheelchair. Can you believe that? Like,
really?
Seriously? Yeah, like,
oh my.
I provided, like, pictures and stuff, but I'll have to tell you the story off air. But what we want to discuss today is, you know, your military training and what you do with disabled individuals, and I believe you used to call them the LOPs.
Oh, the LOPs, yeah, the LOPs, little old people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I currently work with senior citizens, so which I did before when I worked through the government, but mostly I transported the disabled. I think one of my routes I had 5 wheelchairs altogether. Some could talk. I had a couple that were that had cerebral palsy. I knew 2 of them. I get together with one of them every year for his birthday, and he's got CP. And go ahead.
I remember you telling me about him.
Daryl.
Yeah, seems like he's a character. You put the 2 of us together, I think Cal would officially freeze over.
Yeah, because he likes going to the TNA bars for his birthday, and that's where we usually get together. And just because people are in wheelchairs doesn't mean that they're, mentally not competent. I mean, just because you have cerebral palsy doesn't mean that you cannot comprehend or speak or, I learned a lot when I worked with the disabled. And people kept telling me it takes a certain kind of person to work with the disabled. But I never believed that. I just figured anybody can do it. But I guess really not everybody can do it, so.
No, and there's people that aren't disabled that are just disrespectful towards the disabled.
Yes.
I mean, it's just
yeah,
awful.
You do. You learn a lot working with the disabled. They have desires and needs and wants just like the rest of us. And we know that sometimes, the thought process, the pattern, is kind of broken, but most people understand that, and can work with it, So, but yeah, I loved my job. I did it for about 15 years, so.
Wow.
And now I work with the seniors.
No, you work
what?
with the LOPs.
Yeah, with the LOPs. Now I work with the LOPs. Or the Jerrys.
Did you change the name?
Well, no, somebody actually said that to me. They asked me how it was working with the Jerrys, and I said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "Yeah, the geriatrics is the field of medicine working with the elderly." And I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you said that to me." But and one thing I've learned about working with senior citizens is that they will share their entire life story with you. Some people I know, I never ask them how they're doing because it would open, a whole big can of discussion, a worm, so to speak, and, this is wrong with me, that's wrong with me, and, this kid's doing that, and, it just goes on and on and on. But for the most part, they do have some very interesting life stories. So I like my job.
Oh, yeah.
I love my job. I love it. My current job, that is. I love my current job. So.
And your Muay Thai training, how did that all come about?
Well, it started way back when my youngest son was 13. He was getting picked on, and my cousin had just opened his dojo, and he said, I'm going to start training in martial arts, and that was back 5 years ago, and almost 19, my son's going to be 19, almost 6 years ago. But my cousin suggested bringing him to the gym and training, and he went for a year, and then they started a women's class, and they had brought in Gustavo Rodriguez, and he is now a pro MMA fighter, and he was training and teaching the women's class and the co-ed class. So I just figured I'd, just go while my son was going and get a little training in and work out, and that's how it started. So.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was there at Gus's fight when he won the title. People
remember
think.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, because we did all those drunk blogs on Snapvine. Yeah, we did all those drunk blogs on Snapvine. But a lot of people think that, when you say pro MMA fighter, they think, the big guys. What's his name? His last name's Henderson and Silva and, I'm trying to think. The guy with the white hair, I want to say Tito. And... Santana? Yeah, and I'm trying to think of the other guy. He makes movies now. He was in The Expendables, I think. And people think, people think right away, oh, big names, and Gus is actual. He's got his belt. He's an actual pro fighter. The only difference is he just doesn't have the financial backing and the sponsorship that those other guys do. So, and he has to fight under certain restrictions and criteria, and he did go to Portland, Oregon there for a while. So then that's when I stopped going to the gym. When he moved last year, I pretty much gave up on my training. So, and he's back now, but I still haven't gone back to the gym, which I probably should. But
yeah, you should, and he should apologize for puking in your car.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yes, Gus. We got Gus very, very, very drunk, and he did throw up on my Blazer door. And I remember I tried to open the door for him so that he wouldn't throw up anymore, and he actually fell out, and he fell out onto the concrete, which I was scared to death that he would have broke something, but he didn't. But we were very happy for him, So, and he still fights. Yeah. He still goes out and he travels and he fights, and but for the most part, he's back here in the Midwest, and back at the gym. And I think the sport is so saturated right now. It just got so big, and every boy wanted to do the fighting. That's the end all be all. But I just went in it for the actual. I liked it better than the whole jiu-jitsu and the groundwork, and I liked using my elbows. I liked using my knees. I just love the sport better. Yeah. Yeah,
and one of the Muay Thai kicks can really, just one, if done right, it can cripple you. I mean.
Yeah, are you talking about the flying knee one? Because I know Gus. Yeah, Gus does the flying knee, which they actually caught it on film where he's up in the air, and it's amazing. And then the other one is with the elbow, and it's right to the right between the eyes. And I forgot what he called it. Erase the mind, I think. And he says, if you hit it just right with your elbow, that person is knocked out. I mean, that's it, But I love the fact that, you use your fists, your elbows, your knees, your feet, your legs, and as opposed to just like the kickboxing and some of the other stuff,
Yeah, exactly. And I gotta say, this person, one of the persons that's really, really slandering me is a retired UFC fighter. So.
Wow. Yeah, and I think that's uncool. Totally uncool.
Yeah.
I mean, there was that whole thing with a lot of people when you were on Snapvine, they didn't believe that you knew Frank, and I think that's pretty much how we started, because I had just started into my training, and Gus is very big into the martial arts, and he loves campy horror movies, and he loves, blood sport. And so that I think we all just had that in common, and, people just were giving you a hard time about it. Yeah, and I just thought, okay, well, to me it's kind of cool. Not everybody knows a celebrity, and and I didn't doubt you for being in a wheelchair. Why would someone make that up? Why would you, and you have pictures posted everywhere. So why would someone say, oh, well, he's not even in a wheelchair,
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, Kat, compared to what these guys have done, that is 10 times worse than what I faced on Snapvine. That is like way worse than the wars we had with certain people that, wanted attention. And I'll have to fill you all in off air, so.
Oh,
way worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's very, very disrespectful. I was raised, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And
exactly.
And so what if you know Frank? Okay. And so what if you're in a wheelchair? I've seen the videos where you're wrestling. I've seen videos of you in a wheelchair. And if you're lying, that's not my problem. I'm still going to be your friend. I might not, trust you down the road, but I'm not going to say, okay, well, Justin, you lied, and I'm just going to stop talking to you, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just that's crazy. It's just, why would you make something like that up?
I think that they're just doing it for ratings, and really they're just making an ass of themselves. In the long run. So.
Right. So, what else?
Let's move on to something positive, shall we? Let's see. I'd have to say, out of all the blogs we've done together, one of my favorite ones was on marijuana use.
That's right. That's right. We did do that one. I think we did that on my show, didn't we? On one of my shows?
We actually did that on your show and Snapvine, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, the pros and cons of marijuana, because I think that was the one with Old Man and Jeff Lynne, and I don't remember.
Yeah, Old Man, Jeff Lynne, yeah, I remember that.
The pros of marijuana use. Yeah. For medicinal purposes, though, that was it.
Yes, that's what we were trying to get at. Yeah, we're not saying it's okay to smoke marijuana anytime. We're saying medicinal purposes.
Right.
Geez, it still feels weird me being on this side and you on the other side.
I know. It does feel weird, because usually I'm doing all the question asking, and it's just. But you'll get used to it. I mean, you continue to do the show, and the nervousness goes away, and you get more comfortable with doing it. So I'm really glad you decided to do your own show, and you do discuss what's passionate to you. Which is the martial arts and the disabilities. Because I don't think people are aware of the whole disability thing. No,
and I would encourage people to listen. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the disabled community, because as soon as I was attacked on that other station, I was like, all right, I'm going to set the record straight, and I am going to fight for disabled rights. And actually, I want to tell you real quick, Kat, that I'm on a show now with Bob Carson. It's called Underground Progressive Radio, and it's on 5:30 a.m. It's on a station in New Jersey called 5:30 a.m. So it's all over New Jersey. So.
Oh, yeah. I think I've gotten some of the emails that you've sent out.
Yeah. So I'm starting to do that, and let me do something really quick, Kat. If anybody wants to call in and talk to Kat and me, let's see. Call this number.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's me, your favorite little kitty cat, Sassy Cat, or Cat for short. I am.
Chime in and give Jay Ray a call at 818-532-9769. Give J. Ray a call right now, 818-532-9762.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
That's all right. That happens. We all have shows like that where we just kind of, just get nervous or just something happens. So understandable, no problem.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm used to you being on the other side. It's like I remember our show, the 20 questions for men. It was me and Holger on your show.
Yes, that's right. Yes. And it always seemed that every time I was talking to you, Holger always somehow knew, and he would always muscle in. Yeah, I thought that was
yeah.
I always thought that was funny. That he would text me, I think, when I was talking to you, and then I would tell you, you'll never guess, because it never failed. He would always text me. And I haven't talked to Holger in forever. So.
And another one that would do that would be Asia too. Like seriously.
Yeah, Asia. Yeah, Asia was at my show earlier. He was there in the chat room. So I was really surprised because I haven't heard from Asia in forever either. And for those that don't know, they're all from Snapvine. I hate to say it, but it's just a dysfunctional extended family, like cousins you don't talk to, and then they reappear into your life or something, So.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going to ask this question, even though it's not in the description. Are you glad that Snapvine is gone, or do you wish it was back?
Yes, I know. I am glad it is gone. I am glad because I think it was a very toxic addiction for all that was there. And I think once it closed down, it forced people to find other venues. If you've noticed, some people try the blog talk and they disappear. They just say, okay, well, it's not working out. Some went to Cinchcast, some went to Chirp It, others went to Audio Boo, and they're on this quest for, the best audio podcasting platform. And I think some people just want to rebuild it. Snapvine. No. It had its time, and it's over. And if you're going to be friends with someone like you and I, we still remain friends to this day.
Exactly.
And I know I can pick up the phone and call Holger anytime. I know I can, I'm trying to think who, I'm trying to think, Miss DJ Hoodie, Audie, I started talking to her just not too long ago, where I'm looking at her. She's vlogging now, which is doing the video blogs, and so is Pimp Monk. And, that they've moved on. They're doing the YouTube blogging as opposed to the audio stuff that we used to do on Snapvine. So I'm glad. I really am glad it's gone.
Well, my next comment's not directed towards them, but that kind of scares me because some people should not be seen on video, period.
It was not directed at those two individuals in which we just mentioned. I understand.
It's not directed towards them. That's just my opinion. I'm glad that they're doing it, but it kind of scares me because other people will come along. There'll be somebody else that'll be, too scary to look at.
Well, and I hate to change the subject and to get off, but I've done the oh God, I don't even know how to say it. The dark part of the internet, the sex part of the internet. I've done the provocative and stuff. And I've been on some adult sites, and you look at them, and it's, why is it always the ugly people that post nude pictures of themselves. It's like, ew, you know. So I can see where you say some people shouldn't be seen on video, you know.
Yeah.
And I love Pip Monk's videos because Pip Monk, he'll be the first one to tell you, you know, I'm a fat motherfucker, you know, and this, that, and the other thing, and he just lets it roll. And that's why I like watching him and listening to him. And Audie's the same way. She is Miss DJ Hoodie in real life is her title. And, you know, she's being real. And I can respect both of those. I can't do videos. I just haven't got to that point yet. I don't see myself, you know, doing the vlogging.
That's why I like BTR, you know, because if I have to look at people like Marcus Davis and Jay T-Bag Liera, whatever his name is, that would be a scary thing. So. Yeah.
But I don't know. You know, to each their own, and I still enjoy doing the audio, and I started using Chirp It again. I still do Audio Boo because it's absolutely wonderful on the iPhone. The app is, and I kind of stopped doing the WordPress thing for a while because you can't play the blog from your smartphone. So I just kind of ceased to do it. You know, so.
Hold on 1 second, please. Oh, Casey, you're chewing up my hamper, girl. Quit it. Sorry about that. It's my German Shepherd.
Oh yes, I remember the videos.
She's being mean right now. So, Daddy had to yell at her on air.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Casey. But Kat, it's like let's see. I got to tell this story. You caught me drunk one time, and it was well, actually several times, but you texted me drunk, and your words was together.
Oh, I texted you. I text you, wasn't I? I text you.
Yeah, you text me, and your whole sentence was together, but I could still understand it.
And was that the time when we were out with Gus, I can't remember. And I think the other time I passed out. I was talking to you, and I passed out.
He was like, can you help me go pee? I gotta go pee. I was like, sure. Wow.
That must have been years ago, because I don't drink anymore.
Yeah, because we discussed that. We take you anywhere, and we're not letting you get drunk.
Yes. Even my boss said that. She says, when you go out drinking, leave your phone at home, because I do the drunk blogs, and I did one last night on Audio Boo called Crunk, because I was, I think, and what scares me is that they're the ones that get played the most.
Wow.
The ones,
well, Kat, we got 90 seconds. Can you stay for an after party?
I sure can.
Okay, I'm going to take 60 seconds to say goodbye to my friends and fans, if I got any out there, and hopefully you enjoyed the show of just me and Kat shooting the bullshit, because that's what we do, and that's why we do it. So, but anyway, we will continue with the after party. So, go ahead, Kat.
Yay! Yay! Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, it's fun walking down memory lane, every once in a while, and I think you have some just crazy memories of me. Totally.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of good memories. So it's just awesome. So, I mean, so like I said, ladies, some guys out there pay attention, and some don't, So.
Oh, this is true. This is true. And I just, let me just, I had Colin listening he was listening on the show, and he just texted me to tell me that he'll talk to me tomorrow. So he was listening to your show. My number one fan from across the pond, follows me everywhere. Now that's love and devotion.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that sweet?
That is awesome. I know, like, this show is going to be straightforward about your mood type, but I knew that this was going to happen, but it makes it a great show, because we always have to banter and work together.
So, yeah, that's true. That is so true.
And,
yeah,
and I'd like to make a statement, too, like, when me and you started blogging on Facebook together, we started something big and spectacular, and people started getting jealous, and I mean, so I say, don't be hating,
Right. Yeah, we did, because we started the little blogging on Snapvine, and then we were doing it, I think we did it a couple times on Cinchcast, and then you'd always call in on Blog Talk, and that's when the shows were like 2 hours long, and we would just get totally crazy. So those are my shows back in the beginning. So yeah, we've had plenty of blogging together. For sure.
Yeah, when I finally have my own show, I get fucking gypped with just like 30 minutes. Damn it.
And then the 15-minute after party. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you can tell,
too, that you was having trouble with your soundboard coming up. You should ask Santa for a Mac computer.
Week. Last week I had trouble. It was just horrible.
You should ask Santa for a Mac computer.
Are you going to be like MJ and promote the Mac?
No, I'm serious. It works better. I mean, I've been using mine for like a long time now, and I've not even had one virus, not one issue, and I'm not even running virus protection.
Wow, be careful with that. Yeah. Well, my computer's really old. I need to get a new computer. But I will say this, I am so glad that I listened to everybody when Tim must be a wonderful name for me, because the two Timmies that I've talked to were just like iPhone. And so I finally did get the iPhone, and I just love it. And I'm still trying to figure out how to do Blog Talk, to listen to your shows live when I'm out, and I'll eventually figure that out. But
all you want to listen to my shows live while you're out. All you got to do is call that number that you called today, and then it'll tell you that you're listening to the show, or if you want to speak with me to be in the host queue, press 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's...
Yeah. So.
But anyway... And
I'm going to have you on future shows, because I think you'd be a great co-host. And, I've been thinking, too, we need to find a place where we can blog weekly again, see if we can start our goal of 100 blogs, even though I accidentally lost all our blogs.
That's right, we did. We were going to do the 100 blogs, and I think we made it up to, like, 60, wasn't it? It was really close to 100.
We were really close. Yeah.
And then Snapvine closed, and we lost everything. Because I didn't keep any of that stuff.
I kept it all until I lost it. I was like, God.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I know. But, oh well, what you going to do? You know? At least you have the memories. And see, that's another thing, too, is that listening to you talk, I don't think people know that you have cerebral palsy and that you're in a wheelchair. You know, and so they think, you know, oh, well, he can do all this, you know, and that's people that are ignorant to the disabled, you know, that they don't understand. Because I know a lot of people were raised, you don't stare at the disabled, you don't ask questions, you know, you just let them be. You know, just somebody's taking care of them and that's it. You know, whereas I was raised that way, but because I had a job to work with the disabled, I started treating them differently, you know. Mm-hmm. So it does take a while to get used to, you know. It can be kind of scary because I had situations where a girl in a wheelchair and she couldn't talk and she had an epileptic seizure in the chair. And, you know, you have to call in and you have to call the office and then the nurse has to come out and, you know, it's a lot. And if you're not prepared for something like that, I mean, it's just going to scare the bejeebers out of you, you know. And I've worked with people that had Down syndrome and that were, you know, tended to be violent. So, yeah, it takes a lot, you know, a lot of patience and understanding. And I've worked with seniors that had Alzheimer's, severe case of Alzheimer's. But like I said, now my job is working with doing activities with the seniors. Tomorrow I am going to attend the Red Hat Ladies Christmas Party. So, and I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they're the ladies that are out in public with they wear purple and they have red hats, red fancy hats, and they do volunteer work and a lot of social work, and they are getting the group of the ladies from the building and they're going to have a Christmas party. So I'll be attending that tomorrow.
Yay!
So that, you know, yeah. And
Peter your pool.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I like Jell-O. Yay! Yeah, I know that's terrible. Crank yankers, we'd always do that. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh my gosh, I mean it's just we've had some really good times though, you know.
Yeah,
definitely.
Exactly.
For everything from me calling you drunk, which I, you know, totally forgot.
It's okay because I'm sure I'll return the favor.
Well, you did that one time when you went to see Russ. You went to see Russell.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you did. You called me drunk. Yeah.
Wow.
And, yeah, I remember. Because I'm like, what the hell? 3 o'clock in the morning? Who the hell is that? And by the time I got to the, you know, phone, you had already hung up, and you left a message saying, well, you called me, I'm just returning the favor. And I'm just like, oh, my God, that's too funny.
Oh, I completely forgot about that one. But yeah, that was a good time. And I must say, I enjoyed it because he took me to one of the finest strip clubs. And the first 2 minutes I was there, I got titties in my face.
There you go.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong with that?
Yeah, exactly. So
you know,
I'm like, I'm moving to New York. Oh,
my goodness gracious. Too funny. So.
Oh yeah. But this has been a great show. Let's see how much time we have left. We have 5 minutes to to bullshit.
5 minutes to bullshit. So, well, you know what? I can eat up 5 minutes. I can promote my stuff. How's that?
If you would like, or you could,
you can
tell your followers to follow me. I was talking to Hunchy Dukes, and he said he would do a show with me on my own show, but he wants to wait until it's more popular, that I have more listeners. So if you want Frank on the show, please listen to my, please follow me and listen to my show. If you don't, I'm going to come knocking on your door and you're going to be sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding about that one, but, my show needs to be popular, so.
Yeah, I can understand that. But that's a way to get you popular, is to have Frank on your show.
That's true. So if my show gets, if my show gets more popular, guys, I promise you, I will have the real Frank Dukes on my show. I'll even let him take y'all's phone calls. I'll even have Sassy Cat on if you want. Whatever my fans want, go get it. So.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how you have to do it. You have your fans out there. I know I have mine, and I love meeting new people. And what I do now on my show is I do weekly shout-outs from the past week, from Sunday to Sunday, and those people that have made an impression on me, via the internet, reposting my stuff from on Twitter or just talking to me, I will promote them and let them know that they did something that impressed me, so, because there's so many people out there that are trying to make it and to get noticed, their 5 seconds of fame, but I'm just out here because I like doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. But in other ways, I've already been noticed. I mean, with the circle I'm in, I'm already noticed in my book, and that's good enough for me. And I'm still working on my damn book, and still have not finished that thing up. But since I've had a lot of controversy, I might as well write that in the book as well, and try to get it exposed as much as possible. And I got some great guests coming up besides yourself, Kat, because you're really great. Because I'm gonna have some good people on my show eventually. Moreland and Moreland, they're a law firm. They want a big case for me, and I'm gonna have them on the show. And of course, Kat behind the scenes, you know what that's all about. So. Yep,
I do. So you only have a few minutes left, and I just want to say thanks for having me on the show, and check me out at Cat's Tales podcast on Blog Talk, and you can basically Google SassyCat38. That's me. I'm on Twitter, Blogspot, WordPress, Audioboo, Chirpit. Best place to find me would probably be Twitter. I am such a Twitter addict now. So that's.
Are you really?
Yeah, SassyCat38 on Twitter.com. I never used it before, but I absolutely am addicted to it now. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and if it's all right with you, after I go off air, Kat, I got to talk to you for a few minutes, because you are not going to believe what I got to talk to you about. So,
all righty, that's fine. Yeah. Give me a call.
And people, I encourage you to check out Cat's Tales and do what she says, or the kitty will bring her claws out and, who knows, jump at you,
Yeah, I might scratch them, but the only thing is they may like the scratch. So
I know I would. On that note, let's see. We only have 23 or 20 some seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and end the show, Kat. And I love you, Kat, and thank you for being on the show. And you can be honest. Do you like the show? Do you think it's dull? Do you like what I got going here?
Yes, I like your show, and thank you for having me on, Justin. I really do appreciate it, and I'll be listening to you.